Good morning, students. I am going to explain experiment number 5. Object here to verify Archimedes principle using a spring balance. We need the apparatus, a spring balance, measuring cylinder, a piece of stone, a piece of thread, water. The experiment based on theory of Archimedes principle. What is Archimedes principle? Yes, Archimedes principle states that when an object is partially or fully immersed in a fluid, means liquid or gas, it experiences an upthrust, which is equal to the weight of the displaced fluid, means liquid or gas, and that upthrust is equal to the apparent weight loss, and that apparent weight loss again is equal to the weight of the water or liquid or fluid displaced. Again, once more I am telling, the apparent loss of the weight of the stone when it is immersed in a fluid, it is the equal to the weight of the displaced fluid, means displaced liquid or displaced, in this case, water. Now, for that, I have arranged here a simple sketch. Here, a piece of stone is kept with the spring balance. From the spring balance, we can get easily the weight of the stone WGF. Now, we have one measuring cylinder which is filled around 2/3 with water, pure water, clean water, and in this measuring cylinder, we will immerse this object slowly. At the last, we will put fully. So, when the stone is immersed in this measuring cylinder, we have noticed the level of water rises to V2. And that time, the weight of the object becomes W1GF. Obviously, this W1 is lesser than W. That means there is apparent loss of weight. And here, the volume of water is V1 centimeter cube. Sorry. Whereas the volume of water plus stone is V2 centimeter cube. Obviously, the volume V2 will be more than V1. So, the volume of the stone will be V2 minus V1, and apparent loss will be W minus W1, which I will show just now. So, the apparent loss of the object, means the piece of stone in weight, equals to W minus W1 J. So, upthrust experienced by the body is also W minus W1 J. This is the weight of water displaced. So, dW, V of dW into dW into G means volume of displaced water, density of water into gravity. Volume of displaced water is equal to volume of the solid. So, instead of volume of displaced water, we can easily put volume of solid. To know the volume of solid, we have to use this formula. Volume of water displaced means volume of the solid equals to V2 minus V1. So, for verification, now we need 4 things. One is W, second is W1, third is V2, fourth is V1. W we can get from the spring balance, W1 also we can get from the spring balance, and V2 and V1 we can get from the measuring cylinder, which I am going to show just now. So, arrangement is here. This is the spring balance. This is the measuring cylinder. The spring balance is kept at 0 mark level, and in the measuring cylinder, the level of water is 400 centimeter cube. 400 centimeter cube. This is the level of water. Initial level of water. Right? Look at here. A piece of stone is kept from the hook of the spring balance. And now from the spring balance reading, we will be able to see the weight of the stone is here 55 GF. 55 GF. Okay? Now look at here. The whole setup is now, from this whole setup, we will see the stone is fully immersed in water. And that time, the reading of the spring balance here, that means apparent weight of the stone becomes, yes, it is 35 GF. It is 35 GF. Apparent weight of the stone when it is immersed in water is 35 GF. And the level of water is here 400, 405, 10, 15, 20. Yes, 420 centimeter cube. So, volume of water now, it is 420 centimeter cube. In observation, we have seen weight of the stone is 55 GF. Initial level of water in the measuring cylinder 400 centimeter cube. Final level of water when the stone is immersed in water is 420 centimeter cube. Weight of the stone when it is immersed in water means W1 equals 35 G. Now for calculation part, have a look. Volume of water displaced equals to 420 minus 400 equals to 20 centimeter cube. And weight of the stone when it is immersed in water is 35 GF. So earth thrust due to water is 55 GF minus 35 GF equals to 20 GF. So we got here earth thrust due to water is 20 GF. Now weight of water displaced, we can easily use the formula volume of the stone into density of water into G. So putting the value of Vs as 20, density of water 1, we got here 20 G. So at the last we have seen earth thrust due to water is also 20 G and weight of water displaced also 20 G. That means we can say that according to Archimedes principle, the apparent weight loss is here 20 GF, which is equal to the weight of water displaced. So we can say from this experiment the Archimedes principle is verified. Thank you.